A retired Bath County teacher and principal has been killed in a crash tonight. How people who worked with him are remembering him.
Investigators are trying to find the people they say tossed a dog out of a car and abandoned it in Woodford County.
And thanks to some generous people, a visually impaired Eastern Kentucky man will soon be able to see thanks to some special glasses.
This is WKYT News at 11.
Good evening to you. Labor Day weekend is finally here, and it looks like the great weather we have had the last couple of days will continue.
That is great, and with so many outdoor events here in the Bluegrass this weekend, it is perfect timing. We begin tonight with our Chief Meteorologist, Chris Bailey, and your no-wait weather forecast.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous stuff out there, guys. Temperatures today, for many of us, could not get out of the 70s. No complaints there. Late evening thermometers dropping now into the low and the mid 60s into much of central and eastern Kentucky. What an absolutely awesome evening out there for high school football fans. Nothing on your Defender radar network. All the action is on the eastern seaboard. That is what is our tropical system, Tropical Storm Hermine now. That was 24 hours ago. We were tracking that as a hurricane into the Florida Panhandle. Flooding rains in some areas greater than 10 inches today into parts of North Carolina. That's going to head up into the New England states over the next few days, and that could mean that fires back up. Back here across Kentucky again, a great evening that is coming to an end into most areas. As we look ahead, great holiday weekend, pleasant temperatures, and then the steam gets ready to return. 7-day forecast comes your way in just a few minutes.
Chris, thank you. New tonight, we've learned a man killed in a Rowan County crash was a retired teacher and principal from Bath County.
Investigators say 60-year-old Jerry Thatcher died this afternoon when a truck hit his motorcycle on a ramp from Interstate 64 to Highway 801 near Moorhead. Tonight, Monique Blair talked to some people who knew Thatcher. It is our top story at 11.
Friend, mentor, always positive, a pleasure to work with. Those were just some of the ways those who loved Jerry Thatcher described him to me Friday evening, just hours after learning about his sudden death.
He was adored and well respected by students. The students would just light up when they would see him.
Rowan County Coroner John Northcutt says Thatcher was hit by a truck while he was with his motorcycle in the emergency lane on the exit ramp. Right now, the coroner says it's unclear whether or not Thatcher was actually on his motorcycle when he was hit.
He would always talk about motorcycles and how he loved riding, and I think there was a reward thing one time where a kid that got selected out of a drawing would get to ride on a motorcycle with him around town, and everyone was super excited about that.
Mr. Jerry Thatcher was an educator here in the Bath County school system for the past 33 years. From a teacher to an assistant principal to most recently principal here at Crossroads Elementary until he retired just a few months ago in June. Stone Barrett, now a junior at Bath County High School, had Mr. Thatcher as his elementary school assistant principal. Barrett says the lessons Mr. Thatcher bestowed upon him have guided him to becoming a better person. Barrett says he hopes teachers of the future are a little bit more like Mr. Thatcher.
For teachers or anyone thinking about going into teaching to just remember how he took things seriously with kids in terms of being personal with them.
In Bath County,
his memory will live on because he touched so many lives across the entire Bath County.
Monique Blair, WKYT.
State police have not said whether anyone will be charged as a result of this crash.
Tonight, state police are still looking for the missing stepdaughter of a Boyle County murder victim. Police say that 15-year-old Jenna Oakley didn't show up for school this morning. She was last seen yesterday. They're calling her a missing person at this point. They say Oakley's stepmother, 52-year-old Rhonda Oakley, was found dead yesterday afternoon in her home near Junction City. Police say they're still trying to figure out how she was killed, and they haven't made any arrests in the case. Police say that Rhonda Oakley's car is also missing.
New tonight, Lexington police are looking for a man they say tried to sexually assault a woman. It happened in the early morning hours of August 26th on Arlington Avenue between High and Maxwell. Police say a woman was walking down the street when a man walked up to her and tried to assault her. Police say two other men who happened to be walking by chased off the suspect. They say the suspect is a white man, less than 6 feet tall, with a stocky build, dark hair, and facial hair. Workers of a central Kentucky animal shelter say they can't understand why. They say someone abandoned a dog in the middle of a parking lot.
And they say the dog was nearly hit by a car. As Garrett Weimer tells us, new at 11, this all happened in front of the county's animal shelter.
It's often said that dogs love unconditionally.
They do. You know, they are attached to you whether you're really prepared for that responsibility or not. And, you know, in our opinion, you kind of owe it to that dog to do it the right way and bring them in and make sure that they're safe and not just turn them loose on the street.
But this sweet guy, workers say they saw him tossed out the door of a car, his leash cut and abandoned in the parking lot outside the Humane Society.
It's not real difficult to do it the right way, and that's not what happened this morning.
Folks who work here say after the dog was dropped off, the driver almost hit him. Even then, they say the dog ran after the car when it took off.
It's a little disheartening to see someone just come in and drop an animal like that. You know, I think most people's hearts are in the right place. They want that animal to go somewhere it's going to be safe. But at the same time, you know, you cut a dog loose in a parking lot. We're right off a fairly busy road. It's not safe to do it that way.
Animal control officers hope surveillance video from nearby businesses will help them track down whoever abandoned the dog. But for now, Animal Control and the Humane Society are just glad he's safe.
He could have gotten into the woods where we couldn't get him. He could have gotten into traffic and gotten hit by a car. There's a lot that can go wrong when you just turn an animal loose like that.
They hope soon to find him a good home with a family he can love and be loved by unconditionally. In Woodford County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
If his owners don't claim him in 5 days, the dog will be put up for adoption at the Woodford Humane Society. New tonight, police have arrested a 71-year-old woman they say fired shots at a Whitley County home. The Whitley County Sheriff's Office says this afternoon, Julia Miller fired shots from her car towards a home on Whetstone Road. Deputies say that one of the bullets hit a window pane. No one was injured. Deputies say they found a pistol and bullet casings in Miller's car. She's charged with wanton endangerment.
We have an update tonight on a young man in Floyd County who's been raising money for a new device to help him see. I first introduced you to Blake Fannin earlier this summer. He has no vision in one eye and very little in the other. He and his family have been raising money for a pair of eSight electronic glasses that allowed him to see for the first time in his life. Well, the family says tonight they've now raised the $15,000 they need for glasses. Blake will be fitted in Cincinnati later this month.
Pretty exciting.
Pretty cool.
Kentucky's largest country music festival kicking off in Lexington tonight. We'll take you to Red, White, and Boom in 7 minutes.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Well, our Labor Day weekend is here, and Mother Nature giving us a little treat out there for the past couple of days. September, good on you. You're 2 for 2 to start out the month. Let's see if we can just keep that string rolling. High pressure anchored on top of the Great Lakes with that northerly wind flow across Kentucky, the Ohio Valley, and of course that is a cooler wind flow. And those winds were pretty gusty today. That's what happens when you find yourself kind of parked between a tropical system to your southeast and a high pressure to your northwest. That's kind of helping to funnel in that cooler air into much of the region, and that's going to continue to be the case out there as we go through the overnight and into the day tomorrow. Right now, those temperatures are generally 60 to 65 into much of central and eastern Kentucky. We say hello to our Defender radar network and nothing going on. Even the cloud cover that earlier today was making its way into parts of southeastern Kentucky is now beginning to scoot on off to our east as our tropical system is scooting into the Carolinas and getting ready to scoot back into the Atlantic Ocean. I think this is going to be a pain for folks across the mid-Atlantic states into New England for the next 5, 6, or 7 days. Wouldn't surprise me if that doesn't fire back up and become a hurricane once again. Back here in Kentucky, that has no impact on our immediate weather. We've got temperatures tomorrow morning into the 50s. Saturday afternoon, 80, 81 degrees, a few upper 70s that'll show up. Humidity levels are down there as well. And tomorrow evening, Wildcat fans, Commonwealth Stadium, tailgating, sunscreen, because the sun's still pretty high in the sky. Kickoff temperature, how about 74? Trip back home tomorrow night, about where we are now, 60 to 65 into much of central and eastern Kentucky. So that forecast for the 3-day holiday weekend, great weather on Saturday, great weather on Sunday, but each day we will add a few degrees on top of the thermometer from the day before so that by the time Labor Day rolls around, it is on the warm side into the afternoon, and temperatures by then could make the mid and maybe a few upper 80s. So let's enjoy the 50s tomorrow, the low 70s at noontime. Look at the sky condition on this. Hard pressed to find too many clouds. Upper 70s, low 80s coming away around 5 o'clock tomorrow. 11, this same point tomorrow night. 62, 63 degrees. Sunday, rinse and repeat, 50s to start into the afternoon. Maybe a hint more of some cloud cover. Low and mid 80s, that will show up into most areas. And on Monday, we'll wake up to temperatures that can be upper 50s to right at 60 degrees. But look what happens into the afternoon on your Labor Day. We make a run toward 84, 85, 86 degrees with a little heat and humidity that is getting ready to plow back in here from the west as we go toward the middle of next week. The steam is back after a nice little break that runs for 4 or 5 days. We'll be up into the upper 80s to around 90 just about every day from Tuesday through Thursday and Friday of next week, guys.
Thanks for that Saturday forecast.
Yeah, it's a good one.
We appreciate it.
Well, the weather was pretty perfect for the opening night for the annual Red, White, and Boom Music Festival at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. In past years, the festival was held around the 4th of July, but this year it was moved to Labor Day weekend. Thousands of people were on hand for opening night.
We're just so excited to see Air Church and Cam and all of them. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, the festival continues through Sunday. Jason Aldean and Florida Georgia Line are among the other headliners.
It was another busy night of high school football. Brian and Lee Kay have the highlights next in Game Time.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to WKYT High School Game Time. I'm Brian Milam. He is Lee King Howard III, and he's soon to be a dad, and if it was a boy, he'd have been number 4. But tonight we start in the city.
Yeah, that's right, Brian. A couple of undefeated heavyweights going at it. You know, before tonight started, we thought that we could possibly be seeing a preview of the 6A state championship game tonight.
Yeah, you never know, and still possibly things could happen. Lafayette traveled to Trinity last year. Got manhandled 70-14. One of only 2 regular season losses for the Generals a season ago. This time around, Lafayette gets the Rocks here in Lexington. And as Lee Kay said, if things could play out, you never know. They could meet each other in December in Bowling Green. It's our game of the week. Here's Ryan Lemon.
UK coaches Mark Stoops and John Schlarman on hand to watch these 2 6A powerhouses go at it. But it was all Trinity early. Jovan Smith, the 17-yard touchdown run, to put the Shamrocks up 14-0. Next possession, and Trinity goes to the air. Spencer Blackburn hits Jovel Smith 21-0. It was 35-0 at the half. Lafayette's only highlight in the first half came when KJ Cooper intercepts the Spencer Blackburn pass, but it was all Trinity the rest of the way. Lafayette finally gets on the scoreboard in the 4th quarter on the Walker Wood 6-yard touchdown pass to Quentin Brown. That made it 45-7. Shamrocks win it tonight, 45-7.
I mean, we're in the same situation we was in last year. I know scoreboard dictates a little better, but you got to come out and play against the best. Yeah. And we'll learn from this. We did last year, and we'll continue to get better and work at it.
If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, and Trinity's definitely one of the best or the best teams in the state right now, and we got a long way to go. We just got to go back to practice and get it on.
Coming into the game, Trinity had won 90 games in a row against teams from Kentucky, not named Male or St. X. Now you can make it 91. They are a machine. Ryan Lemon, WKYT, Game Time.
All right, thank you, Ryan. We head over to Titletown now, where it's no secret that Danville and Boyle County really don't like each other that much. The Rebels have won 7 of the last 8 in the series, but Danville, well, they're undefeated, and Boyle County is still looking for their first win of the season. The Ads, they had it going early and often on the visiting field. The handoff here is going to go to Don Levy-Harris. He breaks a couple of tackles at the line of scrimmage, and he's off to the races.
No, we're breathing hard. He doesn't.
That's how I breathe anyway. Danville gets on the board first, 7-0 on the next Danville possession. Zach Dampier goes up top to David Walker, hits him in stride down the sideline for the touchdown. It's 14-0 Danville. Still in the first. Dampier with the screen pass to Harris. He still had some energy left in him. He sees the opening. He's going 42 yards. His second touchdown of the game. He had a big night tonight. Danville would jump out to a 36-0 lead. Start a running clock on Boyle County. And they go on to win big, 43-15.
Big time. Northern Kentucky, Somerset, and Beechwood. Boy, Beechwood's always tough to beat at home. Mason Priest to Isaiah Cornett. This is how the Jumpers do it. touchdown for the good guys. The Rabbits going to start doing it again. Reese to the other Cornett. This is going to be Josh Cornett, another jump ball. And then, hey, why not just keep chucking the picks? Moose Swearingen, my guy. I covered him 16 years ago. Pretty good linebacker.
That just means you're old.
Yeah, well, see, he didn't do a play like that, though. No offense, Moose. Chase Madden right through the hands. 29-7, Beechwood takes it. Tates Creek and Dunbar both trying to get their first win of the year. Dontel Brown, this doesn't look good, and Scott Chalk somewhere is on the phone. Tates Creek up 21-14 in the third. Alex Bard buries his way into the end zone, and watch this. Come talk to me. I got the guns. Tied at 21. Carter Hayslip came in here for our previews and said, hey, we're going to be a pretty good ball team. Hey, look at him get the pick, and then, hey, everything going the way of the Dogs. Very next play, Gavin Bogg up top. On the hitch, Isaiah Yeast on the catch. And it's 28-21. Dunbar got up by 14, but Creek rallies in the final 9 minutes to tie it. They win it in overtime, 41-35.
We head to Winchester. Very patriotic crowd there tonight. It's Henry Clay, Clark County again. Someone here is going to get their first win of the year. Montavian Bean, remember he came in on relief from Greg Couch last week, and well, Bean gets the start this week and has a touchdown toss to DeMarcus Tyler, but no, he would drop the pass. So second quarter now, here's Couch in relief of Bean, and DeMarcus Tyler's going to catch this one, get some redemption here. The touchdown gives Henry Clay a 7-0 lead. Then Couch looking for Tyler again in stride in the end zone. Couch a much better night than a week ago. He threw 3 touchdown passes in the first half. Blue Devils go on to win 34-6.
To Paintsville, Johnson Central and Lexington Catholic. Blake Gamble with the interception for Johnson Central, and then later on still scoreless. Blanton with a QB. Well, that's just a big touchdown for Lexington Catholic because obviously that wasn't a sack.
That wasn't a sack.
Johnson Central doing what they do so well. They run the option and then they just throw it right over top. That's a touchdown pass to the rare touchdown pass to Noah Frisbee. Hey, a name like that, you got to catch footballs too, right? 54-27, Johnson Central in a rout.
And another matchup of state powers tonight in Northern Kentucky. Scott County traveling to Highlands. Scott County comes away with a big win tonight, 42-33, the final there. We are just getting rolling on this first Friday night of September. Highlights from a game near you coming up next on Game Time.
Welcome back. We head over to Paris for a matchup between Bourbon County and Madison Central.
The Indians are 2-0 this season. The Colonels looking for their first win. In 4 seasons at Bourbon County, Coach John Hodge hasn't had a team start the season 0-2. Mark Centers enters year number 3 at Central. His teams have improved from 3-8 to 6-5 the first 2 seasons. This year, the Indians, they're off to a 2-0 start. This game was knotted at 0 in the third quarter. I think we were trying to white out there. Madison Central finally breaks through. Gavin Holmberg on the short touchdown run. It was 6-0 or nil if you're playing soccer. Final play of the third quarter. Kenton Edwards over the middle to Kamar Myers gives the Colonels a 1st and 10 from the Central 23 to start the fourth quarter. But that drive would end with this.
That happened last week.
Snap. You know, special teams.
So did that, the kick and everything.
You know, special teams is an important part of the game. 8-zip Indians. Madison Central tacks on a late touchdown. They take it 15-0 to improve to 3-0 in the season.
The exact same thing happened last week. To Capital City now. Franklin County with new coach Nick Sheridan hasn't slowed down. The Flyers still putting up a lot of points, averaging nearly 45 a game tonight. Flyers hosting Woodford County and Alvis. Alvis not happy with the white hat. Only score early from Franklin County comes from right here, Trey Simmons. That was easy, 6-0 Flyers. Not much offense while the cameras were there. Woodford County's Jacob Jenkins gets one of 3 first-half sacks. But then after the cameras leave, what happens? Exactly, they nearly hit their average, 43-13.
I spent 30 minutes tonight in Harrodsburg driving around town, stopping at gas station after gas station, trying to find where they're playing football this year in Mercer County. They moved the field on me. Third quarter, Gillis pitches it to Donald D. Smith, and he's following his blockers 21 yards to pay dirt. Anderson had a 10-7 lead. True story. Thank you to the lady at the Shell station in Harrodsburg. She told me where the heck the football field was. Still in the third, Anderson County's Cade Cotton hits Bryden Labhart. Short pass, 31 yards, Bearcat touchdown. But Mercer County comes back to take it on their brand new football field that nobody told me about, 41-33.
All right, over to the house. Garrett County, Lincoln County. Watch this shot right out of the gate. This is a Goldberg spear. Who's next? Trey Carey with a shot. Oh, however, it wouldn't take Garrett County long to get going. My man Jacob Foley running for 28 yards and the touchdown, 6-0 Golden Lions. Then Lincoln County decided to jump in on the scoring as well. Tanner McInich rumbling all the way downfield. Hey, you got to stop the deuce. 7-6, but Garrett County would end up winning it at home. Boy, low-scoring game, 14-7.
Deuce was loose in Manchester, Appalachian Bowl, Southwestern, and Knox Central. Warriors up 6 in the second, but Knox ties it up. Donovan Arthur on the quick hitter, bounces to the outside, drives inside the pylon. 23-yard score, game tied at 6. Now 13-6 in the third quarter when Southwestern goes deep to Brandon Pruitt to J.P. Vaught. Untouched into the end zone, 48 yards, and Southwestern bounces back from a heartbreaking loss at Danville last week. They get the win 34-20.
Hello, Nicholasville and Burt Brown. East Jessamine hosting Spencer County. The start of the third period. It's not the kind of thing that you really like to see. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. East Jess trying to get the kick and trying to run it this way, bounce into your own guy, kick back the other way, run into the other team. Well, finally, East Jessamine would get it across when the big boy Trevin Smith takes it in to make it 13-8 Spencer County after the 2-point conversion. However, Spencer County comes right back, 8-yard strike. Cole DeRuiter to Caden Smith. Listen to what happened here. East Jess scores with 16 seconds to go. They go for the win at home. They don't get the win at home. 28-27, Spencer.
Kentucky opens its season tomorrow night against Southern Miss. How's Mark Stoops feeling on the eve of his 4th season? Find out next on Game Time.
It is that special time of the year where all of the physical, mental preparation, about 99.9% complete.
Yeah, the season begins tomorrow night for the football Wildcats, and Mark Stoops and his staff have done all that they can do to this point. The game plan is in, the strategy is mapped out, but as we saw last night with Appalachian State and Tennessee, anything can happen.
There is that excitement, anxiety, just that uneasy feeling and the unknown, because you know, we have a good idea who this team is, but I don't know exactly until we go play, and so there's a lot of unknowns. You know, you don't know how guys are going to respond when the lights come on and it's a real game. It'll be interesting to see how our players respond. I believe in them, and I believe we've had a really solid camp, and I'm excited to go play.
It's the Wildcats and Southern Miss tomorrow night, 7:30 kickoff, Commonwealth Stadium. If you can't get out there to the game, you can see it on ESPNU.
Yeah, you talked about that uneasy feeling. Got to listen to some of that Eagles, get that peaceful feeling going. Cats win by 2.5 touchdowns. What do you think?
I think you're right.
Sounds
at least
good to
2
me.
touchdowns.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you.